In Chapter 4, in the delicate and spacious carriage, a faint sandalwood fragrance was lit. However, it seemed that the cold wind from outside seeped into the carriage, bringing a chill. Sheng Jiaoyu's delicate and slender white hands, hidden in her sleeves, shrank a bit, and she silently curled up her thumb and clenched her fist to warm herself. She quietly raised her eyes and glanced at the man sitting opposite her twice. The young body of the Crown Prince didn't seem to be afraid of the cold. He was only wearing a white lake silk plain straight robe. He was tall and had handsome and delicate features. He put down the memorial in his hand expressionlessly, lifted his eyes and scanned her whole body, casually observing her thin body. The young man sitting by the couch had his thin shoulders trembling slightly, and his brows slightly furrowed. Not knowing whether he was afraid or hiding. Afraid of him? It shouldn't be. Hiding from him? It made even less sense. Wei Jing had previously been somewhat disgusted with this ungrateful and precious young master from the Sheng family, but seeing his vaguely tired and evasive demeanor, he didn't feel good either. How dare he dislike him? Therefore, Wei Jing said from a superior position, "Sit closer." Sheng Jiaoyu hesitated slightly. When she saw the coldness in the Crown Prince's eyes, she paused for a moment, and then had to move her buttocks a bit closer to him. Her thin and weak body didn't take up much space, and she pursed her lips slightly, as cold as the moon. Wei Jing seemed to smell the incense on him, which was more pleasant than the smell of ordinary men, a sweet fragrance that wasn't disgusting, just a faint wisp. He lowered his eyelids and saw half of the fair and slender neck nest peeking out from the collar of the young man. His sight silently shifted upward. This jade-like face was also extremely white, and the golden light shining through the window lattice made half of her face slightly reddish, and her nose tip was also red. Wei Jing's gaze lingered on him for a while. He had known that this study companion of his was good looking since before. Once, Wei Jing saw Sheng Jiaoyu being bullied in the palace. He was 12 or 13 years old, white and soft. His several cousins tricked him into the long, abandoned cold palace. They threw him to the ground hard, then grabbed his collar and pushed him against the mottled red wall, becoming angry and fierce like the lords of the underworld, shouting, "Don't you dare approach Crown Prince cousin again, do you know?" He was too weak to escape, even though his face was flushed from struggling. His trembling eyelashes, wet black eyes, and flushed cheeks made people look at them somewhat blankly.